Yeah, very good afternoon to us today. Today is 1st of July. As you know, we pay attention on bigger time frames because it helps us to see the bigger picture. Like I used to tell us, when people are out there spending their time to find out what is going to happen in the next 1 hour, in the next 2 hours, or 3 or 4 hours, as the case may be, we already know what is going to happen for the entire month. How good is that? So you don't beat yourself looking at the charts from morning to afternoon, evening and to night, not giving yourself peace. Yeah, when we came in newly into trading, we were doing some of those things. Every 5 minutes we're running to the chart. Every 3 minutes we're running to the chart. Now even with all of that, we made all the mistakes. But as time went on, the mistakes became our success story, became the stepping stone to our success today. So I'm bringing this content our way quickly today. As usual, it is always my pleasure to say that we look at the facts on the chart, we pay attention to the facts on the chart, we don't bring in sentiment in analysis. Emotions do not have a place here in analysis. Now this is Bitcoin on the monthly, on the weekly, on the daily time frame. This is Bitcoin on the daily time frame. And a few days ago, I told us about this bear flag, and I told us that usually bear flags tend to fulfill all the time. Bear flags usually tend to be fulfilled all the time, and I also pointed out some metrics for us to corroborate our facts. Now, this is on the daily time frame. Today is 1st of July. Let's look at the chart critically. If you look at this chart, take note of that flag there. Are you seeing that flag there? you know the two white lines, the two horizontal white lines. If you take note, the bottom line, which is the bottom trend line, which is the support, has been broken. It was broken yesterday, and it's like we are getting confirmation today. There was an attempt to rally, but what we saw was a sell-off. We saw sell pressure. Let me zoom out properly so that we can see the sell pressure that came in. Yeah, you can see the sell pressure that came in right, on top of this candle, and this is not a good sign at all. In a good recovery, in a proper recovery, in a genuine recovery case, we will not see that. Not at all. We will not see that. But what we are seeing now, we saw sell pressure, and we are seeing already a break below, the white trend line, which is the support, and even that green line, which is around that 19,500, which is also a support. Also, is also being broken. This is two support that have been broken. So these are solid, support that have been broken right now. And whenever we see a very strong support being broken, like I've told us before, the probabilities are the prices are likely to fall down further. That is it. Now let's quickly take a look at the resistance strength index. I told us about the resistance strength index, and if you look at it right now, just take a critical look at it right now. The yellow line I told us is the bearish RSI. The yellow is the bearish RSI, while the purple is the bullish RSI. Look at the bullish. The bullish RSI is crossing below the bearish RSI, which means we are likely to see more downside. Again, look at today, 1st of July. Just look at. Remember, I don't do analysis, and I don't encourage anybody to do analysis without bringing into consideration the market participant, which are the forces of demand and supply. Look at, we are seeing consecutive I told us yesterday that if demand does not come in to step up the game, and if we see supply coming in, we are going to see a further downside. That is what has played out today. This would have been a very good short trade for a trader. Okay, let us move to the weekly time frame. Wow, let's move to the weekly time frame and see what the chart is telling us. Let's go to the weekly frame. Weekly time frame. Move to, sorry. Move to this chart. All right. On a weekly time frame, I want to show us something on a weekly time frame with another chart. I'm coming. Just 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. All right. This. So now on the weekly time frame, lastly we are going to be looking at the monthly time frame. But on the weekly time frame, I told us about these 19,500 trend line, which is a support. It was serving as a support for the entire week, the entire previous week, and then this week we saw it being broken. I told us that keep in mind, if we close the previous week that we just passed, if we close with this tiny candle that we are seeing here, look at that tiny green candle in between the two red candle. I told us that if we don't see a bold blue, a green body candle, it therefore means that what we are going to see more downside for the next week. That is exactly what has happened. So, and then if you look at the last week, look at what the market participants were doing. Demand came in, but they came in very cautiously. They came in, they didn't come in with, convinced that the market will pay them off, so they just got out of the market. And this week now we see supply taking dominance in the market. Again, this critical 19,500 support line is being broken. What does that mean? A further downside. Like before I round up, let's go to the monthly chart and see what is happening on the monthly chart. What is happening on the monthly chart? All right, here we go. This is the monthly chart of Bitcoin. Let me see, zoom out clearly so that we can see. That's very focus on this on this chart for this month. All right, now take a look, just take a look at this candle. You see I've zoomed it out properly so that we can see very clearly. If you zoom in out clearly now, you can see that this support of 19,500 has been broken. And what does that mean? We keep probably an high on 13,500, 14,000, because that is where we are likely to go next. Because if we look back, if we want to take a look critically back, the market structure, the previous mega micro, not micro, sorry, macro market structure lies on the market structure, dating back 2016, 2017 and 2018. It is, around that prices of 13,500 and 14,000. That is where it falls. And like it or not, in the Wyckoff principle, every macro market structure falls and gets support on another macro market structure. That is what it is. So that mega macro structure falls around that 13,000. I've given us that chart before. I've shown us that chart clearly before. So those of us that have seen that chart will understand what I'm talking about. That is why we are keeping in view this 13,000 as likely bottom for the market. A lot of eyes are on that 13,000. Some are even saying 12,000, but I'm keeping my own on 13,000, because if we see 12,000, it will be just a spring, it will be a spring. When I say spring, you understand what I mean. The buy pressure there is going to be as fast as whatever you can imagine. Now, so I've given us what I think we have to see today. Look again at the market participant. You can see that even for this month again, gradually we are seeing supply emerging, and as supply emerges, we are going to likely see the month of July experiencing another downtrend. This is what I have to share with us today. I want to say that before you leave, remember to like this channel, this video, subscribe to our channel, turn on the notification bell, and click on all so that you can get our videos real time as we upload there. We upload videos and content on educational, that are educational on blockchain and cryptocurrency space. We do reviews on projects and previews on project also. We give us breaking news, and we give us very important news that you will not hear anywhere on the crypto space, so that we can better structure our decisions and take decisions that we'll be happy with at the end of the day. Remember, nothing we do here is a financial advice. We're just sharing our experience with us. Thank you very much. Bye for now. I remember myself, Henry. See you in my next video.